With the exotic locale and small crates of fragile consumer goods just begging to be shot to pieces or run over with a jeep, this looks kind of like a new Uncharted game.
That's because it is a new Uncharted game, brother.
Is it? Didn't Naughty Dog say they were finished with the adventures of Nathan Drake?
Nathan Drake isn't in this one. Instead, Chloe Fraser and Nadine Ross star in Uncharted: The Lost Legacy.
Isn't that just like a woman always 30 minutes late out the door because they can't remember where they put their legacy?
The legacy in question is an ancient Hindu relic, the tusk of Ganesh, which you are attempting to recover with the aid of a mysterious map.
If they're lady treasure hunters, does that mean they only find 70% as much gold as their male counterparts? Oh, I'm sorry.
In most respects, this one's a standard Uncharted title. You engage in endless cover-based firefights, dash through spectacular set pieces, make 16-foot leaps across stony chasms, and somehow catch yourself with your bare fingertips without your own body weight simply snapping your fingers off like refrigerated taffy while you plummet to your death making that sound Goofy makes when he's falling.
Truly evocative, Chen. You know, unlike the Indiana Jones series, the Uncharted franchise really does not work as propaganda for the treasure hunting industry. There's very little return on investment in these.
Indy didn't make much profit from his adventures either, as I recall. The government took the Ark, and he didn't even bring home the Grail.
But remember that he also kept his initial costs low, so it took a lot less for him to break even. All he needed to kick off an adventure was enough liquor to barter passage on a chicken plane, whereas Nathan Drake and company are out of pocket pretty much from the start because, let's be honest, no sane individual will ever rent them a vehicle again.
They do ride their insurance fairly hard.
In terms of upfront costs, consider that Indiana Jones can make it through 3 whole movies on about 1.5 boxes of revolver ammo, whereas the thousands of rounds the Uncharted gang puts into their hordes of nameless mercenaries is well beyond the cost of an average suburban home, and this is just to keep themselves alive long enough to locate the treasure in the first place.
In fairness, a lot of that ammunition is from the mercenaries' own weaponry.
As well it should be, because that's not even the start of their expenses. The relics they recover may be priceless, but the vehicles, buildings, objects, and entire towns they inevitably destroy in their quest to find them are decidedly price-full. Consider that in the few territories they visited where the authorities haven't subsequently issued orders to simply shoot them all on sight, they have to be carrying around property damage debts in the hundreds of millions. I'll tell you right now, from one who knows, it's hard to smooth over the destruction of 8 full city blocks, even with a dusty jade elephant statuette splattered with the blood of 1,000 mercenaries.
Your spring break experience was atypical, brother.
The point is, by keeping expenses low, Indiana Jones is in the black the moment he recovers one lousy bronze llama totem, whereas by the third game in the Uncharted series, you start to realize that Nathan Drake and all his friends stay globe-trotting adventurers, mostly so they're never home when the debt collectors call.
Drake's actual deception.